Hey guys, good morning. Dave Santarelli from Santarelli Trading Exchange, breakingchartalerts.com. We're just watching the markets here. We're just getting started, 10 minutes late today. Had to go to the daughter's school, so we're going to have to decide. I'm probably going to be coming in a little bit earlier, starting later this week. We got the new house. Right now, we're watching diamonds climbing here. We got the 1020 cross, MACD crossed over here. We're watching Amazon. Amazon's back above 1907 a share here. 1907.74, 1908. She's taking off. Diamonds starting to climb here. Markets are climbing. We are in the Amazon 1897.50, 1900 call spread for this week's expo. So that's perfectly fine. We're fully in the money. Now it's just a matter of we're up $400 on it right now. It's just a matter of time decay now for those to settle in. And once that settles in here, once we get another day here, we should see more gains here. Now the Amazon trade's up $500. We could probably close that out today. That might be a good idea, especially if we get up to like 1915. Let me see what the option chain says the Amazon trade's going for. Let's go trade at a time right now that we're in, so everyone could stay focused and stay disciplined here. Amazon's continuing to climb 1909. So if I put Amazon here and look to sell this spread that we have, I'll go to buy to close, sell to close. How many contracts do we have? We got 15. We made that about a $2,000 trade just on Monday, I think it was. Okay, expiration January 10th. I'm putting that in. Let me change the thing here for you guys so you guys could see the what we're doing. Now, what we're doing here, buy to close, sell to close, call January 10th. So we're buying to close the 1900. Groupon call sweep coming in my ears right now. Groupon's popping on that call activity. Groupon's up 3.5% right now, up 9 cents for the day. So keep an eye on Groupon. Get your notepad and put that down somewhere. Groupon, right current price 2.44. And we're going to take a look at that a little bit later there because that's a nice stock to add shares of. We'll get to that. All right, so sell to close the 1897.50. We paid $1.30 for it, so if we close it, it's $15 a contract. $15, multiply that by 15. You can see what we have there. Actually, we paid $1.27 a contract for that. So now if I want to place a net credit limit order, we could put in for, let's say, we wanted to get at least $2 for it, which is definitely possible today if we continue to climb. Let's see her hold off that 10 SMA here. Guys, I'm still really worried about the war escalation here. I did a live video yesterday as soon as I heard that on Benzinga here. Once I heard that on Benzinga, it comes out here about a half hour before you're going to see it on the news. So if I ever find something important that I want to share with you guys, I'm going to tell you guys on a video that I'm going to stream to YouTube. I had some people that trade futures and they jumped in and see how that just spiked to $1.70 now when it was just at $1.45. So we should be able to get $2 for that, especially if we break that 1910 later today by the end of the day. We're now up $500 on that Amazon trade. So that's not too bad right there. Well, so if you wanted to place a limit sell order, you could do it for $2. I'm gonna hold this open. 50 cents, multiply that by 15. That's an extra what? $750. 15 times 50. Yeah, that's an extra $750 if I just give it a little bit more time. So I'll wait on that, but that's what we're looking at. 2 to 225 a contract. We're gonna sell that for. So we have a nice gain on the Amazon trade. Next one, Baidu. Let's take a look at Baidu. We're going in order here off the positions. So Baidu, we have the February 21st 135 strike call. We picked this up going into earnings because we have the phase deal with China finished and done with, and Chinese markets have been picking up since that. And as you can see on the daily chart here, we're in breakout momentum, continuing to climb, and going to hold on to that position. And like I said, that's the February 21st expo. So that goes into Baidu earnings. If we take a look here at the calendar, you can see if we type in Baidu, go to February, their earnings are on the 19th. So we have the February 21st that expire that Friday. So I like that. We're going to hold on to that, and that's looking good. Baidu just turned green, and we're going to continue to watch this here. Nice spike on Baidu. Let's see if we could take out the morning highs at around 137.21. We could take out 137.21. We should have a nice climb. Now, guys, Trump is speaking. What time did we say? 11? 11 a.m. Trump's going to be giving a live news update from the White House. I expect the markets to be volatile during that time, and remember who's going to be speaking. So, we got to see his tone of voice and what his content of that speech is about. If he starts saying anything about retaliating against Iran, Iraq, any one of those, we could definitely see a quick and a major swift breakdown in the markets here. So keep an eye. That is going to be really important to watch for that. Bob, this Amazon trade expires January 10th. I'm going to be making another trade on Amazon once I get a chance. Okay, so the Baidu trade, that's looking fine. We're currently down 5% on the Baidu trade right now, which is nothing. We had a nice gain of over $1,000 on that yesterday. Given the circumstances of that, fine with this as of right now. We also have our protective put. We got the 15 contracts of the Diamond January 10th, 2020, 285 strike puts. We have those in place just in case anything happens. Our Disney, January 17th, 148 call, still in those. Qualcomm we picked up yesterday. We have the February 21st, 87.50 strike call for the February 21st Expo. Those are still in the green. Space, we have the April 17th, 2020, $12.50 strike call. Those are up today, 10%, and up $400 on that trade as of right now today. ExxonMobil, we're still in the ExxonMobil trade. That's down a little bit right now. Take a look at ExxonMobil here. Really like to see it get a nice climb. Today's the 8th. See if we could hold that 20 here. I might add to the January 17th Expo. For the 70.5 strike call for this week, we paid 63. So our break even is going to be 71.13 a share. So definitely still within range there. I'm going to be watching ExxonMobil today. I'm going to put that on my list here. Keep an eye on that the rest of the day because that's one of the trades that we're going to have to manage and take action on. You guys said the echo came back. Can everyone hear fine? How about now, guys? Is the echo off now? After I just said that, let me know if the echo is off now. You could still hear the echo? Alrighty, guys, let me just change to the Yeti. Alrighty, guys, can you hear now? Is the echo gone? I just changed microphones. Let me know.
You've still got 2 mics. Let me see it. You've got headset mic and the mic aux. So just try and maybe take off the headset mic, or just minimize the sound all the way down low. Go back up a little bit more.
Alrighty, guys. How about now? Now things should be a little bit better. There we go. Much better. Echo gone. Alright, so I just made a couple other changes. Let me know. Alrighty. Guys, just tell me now if the echo comes back. I want to make sure if it was this. I'm going to change this from Yeti to... Alright, how about now, guys? Is the echo still there? Can you still hear the echo? Good. Is it fine now, or was it better before? So everything's good now, they're saying. Yep, that's the echo, yep. Okay. So it's got to be from that, so we'll just keep it off of the Astro. Alrighty, guys. Echo should be gone now. Let me know if we're good to go. Just... Hey, Bob, I'm trying. You guys should be able to hear things really good now.
It's a bad echo now. Steve said that.
Alright, so that should be fine now. I just lowered that. We just got the mic on here. Let me see the properties of this mic. Okay, there we go. That's it. Perfect. Echo gone. Alright, no more changes on anything. I'm sick of dealing with this shit every day.
There you go. Yeah, everyone's on.
Alright, crystal clear now. Perfect, guys. Alrighty, so let's get back to trading here now. Alright, so I guess it's the problem is with these, but I want to hear the headset in here. I could put the news on in the background, actually, if they want to hear the stuff as well. Should I just do that? Look at that breakout on Baidu. What a breakout. 137.39 just broke out from 136.50. A quick dollar jump there. Amazon 1907. Walmart pulling back a little bit there. Let's see. Diamond starting to break here. Guys, the big event is going to be 11 o'clock. We're probably not going to be doing much until 11. We'll stay live a little bit later today. You know, obviously it's a big day for the market, so we're going to stay live today. FedEx pop in here, guys. Take a look at FedEx, FDX. FedEx option alert, the January 17th 160 call coming in. Nice breakout, sweeping FedEx. Let's take a look at the daily chart. That's not looking bad right there. We could possibly jump into a FedEx trade here, either for a January 17th. Let's look at the basic calls here. 150, 750, 250. I'm going to do a small trade on FedEx right now. And I got to close out some of the positions today. Baidu's still on the climb. Baidu trades back in the green. Let's see, 150, 750. We'll do 5 contracts for now, and then after Trump's speech, we might add to it.
I don't know if you heard this or not, but there was
yeah, and they're claiming that
it was it's people are saying that it was clearly a shoot down attempt. They basically shot the plane out of the air.
Yeah.
160 or so dead.
Yeah, guys, there's definitely confirmation that the plane crash was shot down by Iran. It looks like those are confirmed.
176 dead.
Yeah, I saw that dead this morning. Okay, the FDX trade, let's see here. Buy to open to, let's see, what price do I want to get in at? I could get in for 240. Let's see what it's doing quick. Today, 1 minute, coming back down to that 10. I'm going to jump in the first chance I get that we start climbing again. I got it ready to go. That was not filled yet. Hey, tell him it's not launched yet.
What's that?
Hold on. I gotta get in there. Baidu's continuing to break out here, guys. Nice climb on Baidu. We got profits. FedEx continuing to run.
Baidu's still climbing. ExxonMobil's on the climb. Nice climb on ExxonMobil as well. Let's see what Baidu's doing. Baidu, we have the February 21st expo, but you know, look at that breakout there on Baidu. That looks great. But I don't want to sell it just yet. It's just these war talks and everything going on are really freaking me out a bit. BLK new 52-week high, 510. FedEx questionable takeover chatter. That's not going to happen. Look at the pop at American Airlines today. Now see, I like how American Airlines came down to 27 support here, getting that bounce. I think we should have at least a couple of candles, maybe up to 28.32. American Airlines. Let me see their calendar here. Earnings on the 22nd. What is their implied move? Let me take a look. AAL. 14 days to earnings. Current 7-day implied move 3.76%. So that's a move about of $1.04 plus or minus. Now let's take a look at the option chain. So if we picked up the 27.50, that's going for about 99 cents. Not much open interest or volume unless I probably go out to the February 21st. 27. Inflation levels moving closer to 2%. That's the other thing that Eric doesn't understand. I'm listening to the background here of the breaking news. So I'm trying to get everything set up, the microphone and this working properly. You know, now that I got it working properly, it's fine.
It's alright, man. We'll deal with it later.
Baidu's starting to get another bounce off that 10 SMA.
Let's
Looking
focus
good.
on, just
Yeah.
doing our thing live for now.
JP Morgan call swoop coming in.
Cost like PFE's breaking daily SMAs. Did you ever actually want to make that trade on FedEx or?
I'm still watching it here. Carl Schuler says Pfizer PFE is breaking daily MAs. Let's take a look at Pfizer. Pfizer's not looking bad. It's holding that 20. 20's acting as support with those candles. Could probably trade it up to 39.50. That's one we could keep a look at there, Carl. Someone brought up WWE yesterday. We have that on the board and back. Let's see. Let's go down the watch list here, see if there is anything intriguing. Paul, we didn't make a FedEx trade. We were looking at it. I'm looking at a FedEx chart above here. I'll put it on the screen for you guys here. Pulled back a little bit here. Came back down to about the 20.50. Yeah, the FedEx trades, they were canceled. Abbott Labs, Joseph, to retire, named Robert. Replacement. No problem, Paul. Let's continue to go down the watch list here. On a 6-month daily. Market's still holding up pretty well after the attacks. That was on a chart for yesterday. Amazon still holding above 1900, which is great. I'm probably going to add for next week's expo on Amazon after the Trump speech today. If we see how it goes. Not sure what he's going to say. Baidu's still holding that 10 this entire time. Gasoline inventories are coming out. They're talking about that right now in the headset. Bank of America looks like it might get a nice bounce here off that 20. Get back up to resistance right around 35.25. And then possibly 35.75. SDC. Are you still in the SDC trade?
No, I sold it. Yeah,
You sold it?
I sold it when it was at that.
It's up again today.
Yeah, it's climbing
It's up
again.
almost 7%.
No, I sold it for an 80% profit.
Did you tell them you got in that trade?
I posted it like way back when as
Yeah.
a trade idea.
Yeah, that's looking good, Paul. Umar sold his yesterday or
80
the day before.
yesterday.
How much percent?
80.
80% gain. That's a nice trade.
Yeah. Gotten like right there. And
Right
then,
at the 1020 cross. He got in right at the 1020 cross, and then it had that big breakout.
yeah,
It looks like it might get up to 1250, which is still plenty of room to run.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not seeking to make a trade here before 11, before I hear about Trump. But let's see SDC. Let's take a look at the option chain. January 17th. The 10 strike is pretty cheap. $1.12. A lot of volume on it too. 1,248 volume, 15,712 open interest for the 10 strike for January 17th. XENE. So look at what just came in on the news feed down here for XENE. Xenon Pharmaceuticals. William Blair initiates covered on Xenon Pharmaceuticals would outperform rating. Maybe that's something we could go a little bit further out. Had the 1020 cross quite a bit ago. It just got up to resistance from 9/11 2018. It's definitely in breakout. Let's look at the today chart. Not looking bad. There is no volume or open interest for the February expos. April 17th. I could bring this down for you guys to see. Only one that has a few is the January 17th. Look at the spread too between the bid and the ask. Last traded for 60 cents. I definitely wouldn't put an order in for more than 75 if I ever made that trade, but there's no volume on that. Not one I care about. Let's see what else here is going on. Microsoft calls. That's not looking too bad. I think we're going to see Microsoft at $200 in the next, by the end of the year. Maybe we could do something like a leap with it. $160 strike call for the March 20th expo. 490 by 5. Look at that open interest. I think I'm going to make a small trade on Microsoft for now after the Trump. So let's put that down as a trade idea. The 160 strike calls for 497. I'm going to give you the current price now, but this isn't to be made. I'm not going to make this personally until after 11, after I hear Trump speak. But right now, it's going for $4.95. And that's for the March 20th Expo. Baidu climbing again. Let's see here. What's Amazon doing? Amazon's still holding above 1900, but pretty flat. 1903. Microsoft. Let's see when earnings are for Microsoft. On the 28th of January. Yeah, so when I go to the board, we could go like this, or we could go like this, and you can see the board there. That better for you guys? I just went over the Microsoft 160 straight call. It was currently at $4.95 a contract, but like I said, we're going to wait until after the Trump announcement, which is coming up in about 40 minutes here. He's going to be speaking live from the White House. We don't know what he's going to say, so I expect some volatility here. So not making any trades just yet. After that announcement, we should be able to find at least some day trades that we could jump into. But for right now, this is what we're going to enter. If things go well with Trump and the markets start to climb, we'll look at the Microsoft 160 straight call at $4.95 for the March 20th Expo. That's on our watch list right now. Not in it yet. Didn't make any trades yet today. Just going to be watching that for a setup. Walt Disney optional alert, January 31st, 150 strike calls. They're buying 575 contracts at $1.15. So that's about a $66,000 trade they just made on Disney. Let's see what Disney's looking like. Now here's the thing to watch for Disney. When Disney has that 10-20 cross once again, we're going to be looking at 150, 250. What expo are they buying? The January 31st. When is Disney earnings? I think they're in February. February 3rd. Let's take a look at the option chain. Disney, if you went with the January 31st. Let's see. Okay, there's that volume there. There's the interest. 150 strike. I would rather go with the February 7th into earnings. They're going to have a fantastic quarter there. The January 17th, 148. Amazon news coming through the headset right now. Amazon's Twitch is having struggles with ad revenues. That just came out from the wire there. Visa, they're making some Visa trades. Let's take a look at Visa. They're saying now Iran specifically hit targets that there wouldn't be any U.S. deaths. So that's kind of good news. You know, they're saying they didn't want to have any American deaths, but they wanted to attack the U.S. forces. So.
But that I saw another thing that they were claiming they killed at least 80 U.S. military troops.
That 80 military troops were dead?
Yeah.
Where's that from? What source?
I had pulled that when it was close.
Just show me it when you get it.
Washington Post.
Iranian forces launched more than a dozen ballistic missiles against 2 military bases in Iraq and claimed that at least 80 U.S. troops were killed. The U.S. military said it's still assessing casualties. What time is that from?
That's from this morning. At 9:51.
So 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
So that just came out 22 minutes ago, guys.
I'm yeah, so
That's from the Washington Post. Here on Benzinga, we could see U.S. and European government sources say Iran is believed. Here it's saying U.S. and European government sources say Iran is believed to have deliberately sought to avoid U.S. military casualties in missile strikes on bases in Iraq, which that's great news. Visa's starting to have a nice breakout again. That looks like that wants to get back up to 200. Well, get up to 200 for the first time. I think something like Visa would be a good trade to enter for long term. I might do that as well. Let's take a look at Visa here, their earnings calendar, their event calendar. Nothing for, let's see, anything for January. January 28th are their earnings. So if we look January 28th, probably the February 21st, 2020 Expo I'd go with. The 190s. Let's see what the implied move is for Visa here. Visa implied move for 7 days, 1.73%. It's about a $3.30. It's up to 190. I think I'm okay with going with the February 21st Expo on Visa. Here's the other trade idea. We would pick up the 190.
on Visa.
Or we could even pick up the 195s. Write that down in the trade room there for them.
All right.
As a trade idea.
195, you said?
190 or 195.
Cool.
Yeah, 195. 190, 195 strike call for the February 21st, 2020 Expo. Earnings are on January 28th. I'm probably going to do the 190. That's still on the climb though. Would love to jump into that. Amazon 1897.25. Pulling back a little bit, intraday move. Google at 1400. I did not exit anything yet, Daniel. Nothing yet. Right now it's just waiting for Trump. We got a couple trade ideas that we're looking at. Dave, check out Comcast. Jay, I'm not a big fan of Comcast. I mean, yes, it does look good if you want to get into a trade. Your stop on this trade, if you jumped into it, your stop's going to be right around 44.45. So another 50 cents lower is your stop. And your first target's going to be, you're going to have your first target pretty soon, around 45, 42-ish. And then second target I'd have right around 46. So you could look at that. Let's see what the options look like though for it. Earnings on the 23rd. $45 is quite cheap. Let me see here. Let's see what the implied move is. So the implied move from now until January 24th is 4.14%. Let's see, that's a move up or down of about $1.86. Crude, a build of 1.2 million barrels. Crude dropping. Probably going to be exiting out of my ExxonMobil trade. It's one that went against us. Should have locked in the profit when we had it 2 days ago. We were up like 80%. You locked in the profit on that?
I only got like 30 though. I didn't get it. I think it was probably about 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna close out ExxonMobil, guys. This is now.
Ooh, that's a big red candle.
Yeah, there's a big build here. Hold on, let me get out of this. Let's see if we could sell it for 16 cents, 15 cents. Partial fill. Sold 12, still 18 left. Guys, we're exiting the ExxonMobil trade.
16.
Exited out of that trade. The Exxon January 17th, I'm going to close that as well. Not worth holding on to.
How much did you sell it for?
I sold the one for 15 cents. The other one for, let me see, how much that is. 29 cents. Our Qualcomm trade's still in the green. It's not doing too much though yet. Now what we only have a couple positions open.
Yeah, when we got it at 63, I sold it for 77.
Sophie's account, I have the Nvidia trade open as well from yesterday.
And then the SDC, let's see, we're gonna buy that. I bought it at 1.
Facebook is still climbing, 213.73.
Yeah, I bought SDC at 105 and sold it at 191.
Look at how quick they're getting into the Occidental Petroleum put sweep. 45 strike. They're jumping into the Oxy put sweeps here. That had a huge breakout. Still in breakout momentum. I mean, they might be trading it back down to, let's say, right around 43, which is still $1.71 lower. That's my guess of what they're doing there. MasterCard's having a hell of a day. Really nice climb on MasterCard. Let's continue to go down this watch list. Baidu's still holding up well. Booking looking fine. Citigroup's getting a bounce off that 20. That's not bad. Financials are doing pretty well. Cisco just hasn't been doing much. That's going to be a great trade once it starts to break out. I'm really surprised the airlines are doing so well today, even after.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll preview it so you can see it when I'm finished.
Great.
I think you'll like this one.
Speedy is ready for another breakout there. That's going to have to go on our watch list for the next couple of weeks. See, there's short-term trades, and then there's the trades that are 30-plus days out. The Expedia chart here, that looks like that'd be a great chart for 30-plus days out. Back up to 115 minimum. And that's if we get a full-body candle above the 10, 20, and 50 SMA here. Facebook nearing 214. Facebook is another one we gotta keep an eye on. Facebook. I'd look at the 215 strike call. When is earnings on Facebook? It's had such a climb though. Facebook earnings are on the 29th of this month. So do I want to get something for the February monthly expo?
If you feel like it.
Well, I know if I feel like it. But the thing is with the war, you know,
Oh, yeah, that's
with
true.
Trump coming out, he's
Just
gonna,
let him
yeah, he's
know.
gonna be talking soon, another 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm
That's
just
awesome.
making some ready here. So we have the Facebook, we have Qualcomm we could keep an eye on, we have Microsoft and Visa. The 215 strike is $8.32. So we need this close to 230 for 100% return from now until February 21st. Let me see if there's any news on that.
What?
Hold on. Okay, so here's why they're getting such a pop. Smile Direct Club signs exclusive deal to sell dental care at Walmart. So that's probably still going to continue to run over the next couple of months there.
Oh wow, it's already at 11.
Yeah.
Damn, I could. Wow, I bought it. What's the option at? I bought
You
the
bought it
option
right at the 10:20. I taught him the trade plan here, and then he starts going and makes trades on his own, and he did really well with SDC, Smile Direct Club.
Let me see. I'll show you. Look here, I bought it
Let me
at
see, what date did you buy it?
12:31.
12:31.
105.
He bought it for $1.05,
And I sold it 191.
sold it at $191. Nice. Very nice. I see you did a market order though. Never do market orders on a stock like that. See the spreads on there?
Mm-hmm.
The spread. Oh, that's Facebook right there. And let me show you Smile Direct Club SDC.
You know what it was? I did it on my phone. That's why. I think.
Look at. There's a 20 cent, which is $20 a contract.
Contract, yeah.
That's a $20 spread. How many contracts did you have?
Looks like I only had 2.
Two, so that's 40
40
bucks, you know. Smaller traders, that's, you know, even large traders, that's something you gotta look at.
Yeah.
Never market orders, though, never, never. That's looking
Alright, so
good.
let me preview it so you can take a look at it. I added So it's probably going to continue to climb there for a while.
I think so. That's looking good.
Hmm.
I think I might do a trade on SDC. Let's see when their earnings are coming out. That's an interesting one to follow because they're just now going into retail because they only had their club where
Right.
you know. So that's January, so February, March,
Let me see if I can
April.
find all that.
Yeah, it's not coming up on E-Trade SDC earnings.
Oh, well, that's previous. Let's see. It said January 5th. Huh. Hold on. Company's estimated earnings date is February 11th.
February 11th, so we could do the February 21st.
Estimated though. This one's not really sure, I guess.
I don't think it's going to be much further out, though. If that's the 11th, 10 more days, I doubt that. So, this is something we could definitely pick up. That's pretty cheap, too.
Oh yeah.
If that continues to climb, I could see it getting up to 13 to 15 range.
Kind of wish I held on to that, but it's okay.
$1.30. I'd probably pick up 25 contracts. Do 20 for now. $2,600 trade at 25 is fine. $1.25 by $1.35, midpoint 130. Take a look at the today 1 minute chart though. So see right now, I was thinking about making that trade, but look what's going
It's
on.
gonna go into breakdown momentum.
Yeah, so we could get it cheaper.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of this is waiting so we could get a little bit cheaper for that swing trade. You know, especially if we're going with the February 21st Expo. Now it's at $1.25 by $1.40.
And you're gonna pay $1.30.
Yeah. Now she's starting to get a little climb there off of that. Let's see.
Colin said Starbucks. If you want to take a look at that after you're done with that, I'll write it down. Don't forget to start to look at Groupon.
Yeah, Groupon as well. We got to take a look at. I placed the order for SDC, but it's not filling yet.
You did place the order?
Yes. $1.30 by $1.40 now.
So it should fit that. Should. I'm gonna take a look at this while that fills.
Yeah, let me take a look at that quick while. Let's add in here two.
What's that?
Two bases.
Okay. $125 by $140. choose this right here instead of that, but there were debris holes. Let's go.
And put on here exactly how many are dead.
Okay. These are just these sets. And then post it. I want to get it out before Trump goes live.
Yeah.
So post it right after that. That's all.
No, you could post that now.
Okay.
And
Yeah, no,
then,
that's what I'm saying. Do you want me to just change those few things and then post it?
And then once Trump goes live, you can make another one, give an update.
That was the idea.
Perfect. SDC is coming down to the 50 right here. Momo going up.
Mark said STC is still dropping, so probably wait a little bit. For
Yeah, SDC just came down to the 50 here.
It's gonna go a little lower still. Let's see.
I just jumped in that SDC Smile Direct for $1.30.
Let's see. For February 2020 or February 20th?
February 21st, 2020. Let's get this ready for the Trump news feed now. I want everyone to watch that.
Yeah, let's get that up. That'd be nice. Yeah, I got filled at 132.
Guys, the cool thing with this board, you see how I'm putting in the pin right here?
Mm-hmm.
My students anywhere across the world, if they download this app vSender, I give them a link and we could do classes together right off the screen, off their laptop, phone, anything. And they could mark up anything. I could say, hey, show me the entry and exit signals, and they could get their pen out right on there and then I can see it.
Wow,
Pretty neat.
that's dope, man.
PDK.
Despite the fact it doesn't seem overly necessary, but for the market, that's great.
Jennifer, let's go back to India for a moment. You've mentioned it, of course. Huge protests through the country. Modi certainly, in terms of Muslims doing certain things that are. The overall take there in a country that you spent a lot of time, obviously, studying.
I could put this right here if you guys want to watch it.
I'm a bit
Not sure if they want to watch that or not.
Carl said he wanted to know if you were going to be doing it. So
What's that?
Carl, he said he wanted to know if you were going to be
If I'm going to be doing what?
broadcasting the Trump speech.
Yes, I'll be broadcasting the Trump speech. We're getting started in about 9 minutes. I'll let you guys watch that, and let's put this up on Diamond so we can see how the markets react. I want you guys to see how important the news is and how driven this market is by the news. I didn't have my coffee this morning.
SDC's green already.
SDC's green. I know. Nice gain on that already. Hey Eric, did you get in the SDC trade? Huh?
You want me to make you a coffee?
Yeah, you want to make me a coffee quick? That'd be nice.
We got 9 minutes anyways to kill.
Yeah. Or if they have an energy drink in the fridge there with no sugar.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Because the economy is struggling and is not delivering on taking or hundreds of thousands and or tens of
He's trying to get me to go to the gym today.
into the middle classes, which is
Not
what
gonna
it's supposed to
happen.
be doing. And I think it's a bit troubling medium term.
Already up 5% on the SDC trade. Just waiting for Trump. Seeing what the markets are doing right here in the back of this. You could see Diamond here. I'll put that on once the thing comes. I don't want to have any violations.
It's a bit of a mess, it seems to me, and I personally would think people want to be a little bit careful for a country and a market that's had a spectacular rally for many years.
Bringing it back to the U.S., you spoke a bit about the Federal Reserve. We did not yet talk to you about your thoughts on the actions they're taking in the repo market, injecting $100 billion overnight Tuesday, a little less last night. I understand the Journal reporting $46.6 billion. How long do you think this is going to be necessary for the Federal Reserve, and do you believe this is the right course of action and something we shouldn't be scared about, but is just sort of greasing the plumbing of the system?
I'm gonna plead ignorance, stupidity. I'm not close enough to follow these things, so I read about it, and it seems to me the Fed obviously is aware of some market-related issues involving banks and maybe borrowed funds by hedge funds that they've got to make sure doesn't cause serious spikes and liquidity challenges on a day-to-day basis. And I would imagine by the second week of the year at the latest,
ADAQ, NASDAQ, shares dropping to the lowest level 541.
Some of the broader issue is I don't really quite understand where the Fed's ultimately coming from, other than almost religiously following a sort of almost like an ECB inflation mandate. It seems to me that at some stage down the road, the economy will need a lot more supportive Fed, and the longer the Fed stays easy now when they don't really need to be, the more difficult that will be, given the absolute level of rates. So I'm a bit confused by it, but it's obviously a very generous policy which is giving all sorts of insurances and is a net major positive for equity markets in the US and globally.
Certainly has been a boon for equities, as you point out, Jim. Live shot here in the White House as we're awaiting the president at the top of the hour. He spent the morning in the Situation Room, NBC News says, with the vice president, the secretary of state, the defense secretary, and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs.
About 5 more minutes, guys. Apple option alert, February 21st, 3:10 call sweep coming in.
I wonder if you think it's going to have as big a role, the primaries, the caucuses, the race for delegates, as some believe, as we get deeper into election season.
Yeah, I was reading the past few days of various people making big bets related to when the Democratic primaries start to give some clarity as to who the probable candidate will be. You know, I'm not sure that's so rational against the background of policy being so positive from the Fed. You know, it's obviously really important for various sectors, and ultimately, if you have a woman on the left emerging, then that will probably...
All right, guys. While he's getting the coffee, while we're waiting for Trump here, we're watching the Diamond. We're watching SDC here, Smile Direct. Ulta is also looking really nice there. It just got up to resistance right at 256. So got to keep an eye on Ulta because I think they're gonna have really good sales. Wife went there, I think, on Black Friday. They had a nice breakout. But anyway, guys, would you rather me not do these live videos and fix these issues, take a week and just fix these issues and be in the trade room each day? Or would you rather continue doing the live videos and me tweaking things as we go along here? It's up to you. I thought you guys would like these live videos and we could tweak things as we go because it's new stuff for me as well. So just let me know what you guys like. If you want me to take the rest of the week off with the live videos, I'll be glad to do that. Stay here, stay in the trade room, and just post charts, post pictures in the trade room all day. So just let me know what you guys want. And then that way throughout I could make changes. But the best way to make changes is when you could see what's wrong. I don't know what's wrong. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it doesn't. I saw the fix there, now I know what to look for. So we shouldn't have an issue with microphones anymore.
Were you talking about going to the gym?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I told you we'll go after.
I know you want to go after.
Alright, so no regular sugar, right?
No regular sugar.
But I brought it just in case I was tempting you. To see what you were going to do.
That's good. That's nice. Trump coming on in about 2 minutes. Once he's on, I'm going to put that live so they could watch it as well. And we could watch the markets together.
Crippling sanctions. They are likely to still use their proxy groups to foment unrest in the Middle East. But again, from the standpoint of the oil market, I think they are starting to look past this story for now.
And so if that's true, this is not the end of the escalation, but the oil market is still looking past the moves. Does that not
Umar got it quick there.
WTI going forward if we see a further escalation? Is this just something the market at this point is moving past because the U.S., for instance, has so much more production than it did a number of years ago?
I mean, the oil market consistently since spring has basically faded very big geopolitical stories that were really quite seismic in terms of attacks on Middle East energy infrastructure. We've had tankers stuck in the Straits of Hormuz during the day. We've had tankers seized. And then in September...
What are they saying? Stay with the live videos, tweak as we go? I figured.
Because Saudi Arabia was able to bring that production very quickly...
I know. Some people just have bad days, and I understand that, and I'm sorry, Eric, if I got a little testy with you there, but you have to understand, I just went to see a psychologist about my brother's death, you know, like I'm still taking that really tough, you know, it's really tough on me.
You want to look at Rebound before we go into this, or do you want to just wait?
Halima, we're still seeing stories that argue.
So see most of what they're saying.
Capability and threats that drones change the...
I know, but when you get a hater or something, you know, it hurts right here, you know? It's like, it's like a stab. I know. Alright, our SDC trade. Alrighty, Trump is coming on, guys. Let's change to the video.
Technology has changed the game. Patriot air defense missile shields are not going to work against the type that were deployed on September 14th. So if the Iranians would like to be destructive to energy infrastructure, they can still use the drones, they can still use the low-flying cruise missiles.
I'm about ready to ban them.
Optionality, be very disruptive.
No, you don't know me.
Halima, thank you so much for your time. It's an important story. With your help, we'll understand it better. Halima Croft from RBC. Down about 33 points here. We are awaiting the president, obviously, who will speak at the Grand Foyer in a few moments, having decided not to address the nation last night. Eamon Javers can help us understand what's coming up in the next few minutes. Eamon?
Yeah, Carl, one process point here, you can see it from the live shot on our screen right now. The White House has now opened this up to the entire White House press corps. So there's a
this set up right here.
For the president's remarks here. Earlier, it's scheduled just to be the pool, which would have been a much smaller group of reporters. That may, and I stress may here, indicate that the president is of a mind to take some questions from the press corps here, and that might give us a sense of what his state of mind is. Another indicator, I think, of what the president is thinking is just simply the fact that since these Iranian strikes last night in Iraq, we have not seen a U.S. military response. Remember, the president, in his warnings to the Iranians before the
See, the thing with me, my problem, we're waiting for Trump to speak here. Diamond's still holding higher here.
Yeah.
Markets are holding up. Our SDC trade's good. Everything looks good. But you know, now all I keep thinking about is this. I'm getting shaky. You know, I don't take.
Don't worry about it, man. Like, let me tell you, people are hating him. But you just gotta
Yeah, but you know me. You know the hours I work. I don't know media, you know. I don't know anything about microphones. And if it takes 2 minutes to fix it, give me a break.
if he doesn't like it, he's gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't care if he does.
Ayman, we'll obviously be listening for a framework of the strategy regarding Iran. That's important to the market. But also important is sort of the Washington Post calls.
I like that Chris Glissman. He's a nice guy.
325 call.
Whether or not that was our willingness to go after cultural sites, whether that was whether a decision had been made to start pulling American troops from Iraq.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Trump here. Smile Direct Club's up 2%.
And the good thing about that is we've got a good expo, so even if it goes back down a little bit on the daily chart, it's still climbing.
Which the language of the letter seemed to indicate that the U.S. was getting ready to pull troops out in response to the Iraqi parliamentary vote over the weekend requesting that the U.S. pull troops out. And the president said he didn't know anything about that letter and asked Mike Pompeo, the Secretary of State, to address it. So clearly the president doesn't want to deal with that issue. He seemed to, just by body language and tone, view that very much as a distraction. The White House said that letter
Are you still in space?
accident.
Yes, we're still in space. That's the April Expo. I might add to that after this conflict is done.
Of what his plans are for Iraq. He has said yesterday that he would like to see the United States.
Well, it's 11:03. Where is he? Guys, could you hear the background? I want to make sure they could hear. Could you guys hear CNBC there?
U.S. troop presence in Iraq over time. That's one open question going into the.
Or do you want me to make the volume louder here?
And I think what's so incredible to me is that as we've seen these tensions flare, we've seen these strikes back and forth take place over the last couple of days. So much of the actual communicating and rhetoric has once again taken place over Twitter. Whether it's President Trump and his tweet last night, which was kind of surprisingly optimistic, or even Javad Zarif, the foreign minister of Iran, which is the tweet that's really been getting circulated around the market today about Iran took and concluded proportionate measures in self-defense, et cetera, et cetera. How do we think about the fact that so much of this is now taking place on Twitter, and how does that compare to previous conflicts, previous issues that have flared up in the past?
I think you've got to look at social media here, Morgan, in two ways. One is there's direct messaging to each government,
Little louder.
Going on here. So the Iranians responding with a tweet of the Iranian flag, sort of trolling the president for his tweet of the U.S. flag last week after the attack on Qasem Soleimani. That seems to be direct sort of messaging government to government. But then you've also got a propaganda effort that's going on here, an enormous quantity of.
Look at Diamond still climbing ahead of his speech. I thought we'd be selling off ahead of it.
I feel like at this point, this far into his presidency, no one starts depending so much anymore.
Showing up, and in English showing up pro-Iranian under the most recent.
Here's something. They raised the price target from 230 to 265. What is that? VRTX. Take a look at VRTX while I'm waiting for Trump here.
A lot of those were from supporters of the Iranian government saying this is our vengeance, this is our strike back. All happening shortly after the missiles flew last night. So you're seeing this.
Oh yeah, look at that. Just had a 10-to-8 cross.
Look at the daily, 3-month daily.
That is the 3-month.
That is the 3-month daily. Go to the 2-year.
And you've got to really decipher what's being communicated.
Oh, it's been
here and
climbing
what's being communicated
for.
too.
Yeah, it's really, it's that's a good
What's it
point.
at right now,
So
220?
just as we look at this
Right
podium
now
and
it's
as
at
we wait
220,
President
yeah.
Trump
Just
and his
it
words
just jumped
this
to
morning,
239.
is the expectation that he's going to be joined on that stage by
229.
other members of his cabinet? I know you mentioned earlier
VRTX.
that part of his morning in
What
the
are the options?
situation.
Let me
where
see what this
the
is
Vice
quick here,
President,
guys. This is
Secretary of
really
State
taking off
Pompeo,
right now.
Defense Secretary
Huge
Esper,
climb.
and the Joint Chiefs
Do you
Chair
wanna get
Milley, General
this
Milley
index
as well.
once?
Are they going to be on
Jump
stage with him? Is there
That's a
any
nice
reason to
breakout.
think that we're going to get comments from them?
We don't know the answer to that. Yesterday, he turned to other.
So right down
officials.
VRTX.
This venue, though, in the Grand Foyer, traditionally.
Now we got a few
President
stocks we
alone
could look
there.
at here and make some possible
One of the more
trades on.
famous, episodes recently there was Barack
Went
Obama
from 219 to 229.
killing Osama bin Laden in a
That
very
was
similar
yesterday to
venue.
today.
No, that was just now.
That's a daily
We
chart.
might see the president flanked by his military aides and top
Oh, yeah.
civilian
Yeah,
advisors,
didn't do that
or
today.
he may want to do this solo. We don't know. One official here did indicate to me that the president may bring all of those.
Smile
folks up and
Direct's
bring a camera
looking
shot.
good.
We just don't know that for sure.
Diamond's
And I think
still
that will
climbing.
also
Where is
tell
Trump?
you a little bit about what the president's trying to communicate here in terms of the messaging. Is he trying to say it's I and I alone, or is he saying that?
Scott, how is that? Does that sound pretty good?
And here they are all
Now,
to see.
Yep.
Make a post in the Facebook group saying we're live waiting for Trump's speech. Share the link for the video. Because we're going to be making some trades shortly after this.
How much is contingent on what the president says in the next few minutes?
Tough week
Well,
though.
not too much
So
going forward.
volatile.
The president's probably going to ratify the market's relaxation. Since late last night, when it was clear
He's
no
gonna
Americans
relax
were
the
killed,
markets,
the
they
president
think.
canceled the news conference for last night with a
I
statement.
think he might
So
just do the
it's been pretty
opposite.
clear for many hours now.
VRTX
No Americans
is
were
still
killed.
on the climb.
The president's red line was not crossed. He is not going to unleash attacks against 52 sites, and we're not going to triple-digit oil for tonight. So the market's reacting. We're leaving that with some very bearish EIA oil market numbers this morning. So it's understandable. I think the president will probably ratify that while reminding that he's ready to unleash a massive military response if Iran crosses his red lines.
Yeah, Bob, you just mentioned those bearish numbers, inventory numbers today. How much is that weighing on crude right now? And I guess, is it something that's going to actually take over as the bigger narrative today, at least among traders and in the energy bets?
Well, if you set aside geopolitical risk, the bearish narrative is going to take over.
Iraqi
The
foreign
first half of this
distiller
year
was
is
summoned
really
Iranian
oversupplied. Now,
ambassador to
the
object
numbers
to
this
missile
morning probably
attack
had some
in
tax
statement.
accounting shenanigans, and there'll probably be some adjustments from EIA. So I think folks are taking that with a grain of salt. Last week's numbers were really goofy, so we'll kind of wait and see on that. But bottom line, there's a tug of war between very bearish first half fundamentals, which are starting to show up in our data, and on the other hand, this geopolitical risk
You
which
said-
has come back.
you said live
after
videos are only
briefly,
for,
being in
I know,
September
but
with
don't
the
worry
activity
about what I
raised
said.
back.
Okay.
I'm gonna change it so that they could, because I want to do whatever makes them happy here.
Okay.
If they want to switch over, they can switch over. I don't care about that.
Get your thoughts, what you expect we
No,
may
but
hear
I'm
from
just
the
saying in
president this
general,
morning,
live
what it means
videos
for the
only
broader
for
market.
breaking chart alerts.
Well, I think there is relief, as was just said,
What's that?
because
For breaking chart alert, the live videos are only
Iran
going to be for
essentially
breaking chart
sent a
alerts, right?
double message.
Or is it going to be for TSC?
I'm gonna have the live videos for
Intentionally
TSC as well.
Oh, okay. 'Cause we
Killing any
Yeah.
American
must have my
personnel,
misunderstanding.
because
The
they
attack
don't
was
want
only
this to
for
escalate.
breaking
No.
chart alerts.
And I think that's the clear
Look at
indication of
SDC
what
taking a
happened.
run there from
And
11 to
it's a good
11.15. That's
a,
looking good.
A cause for relief.
VRTX just broke 230.
We'll see in a minute.
Diamond's still on the climb.
Will say that we're all on alert, and he'll keep his options open and maybe even sound a threatening note. But one hopes that the dovish Iranian response will be accepted by the United States and that the level of tension will be reduced. That's what the market is thinking right now, and that's what we should all hope for.
Roger, given the fact that there does seem to be a de-escalation afoot right now, based on the rhetoric, based on the way these strikes played out last night, would it be crazy to think that we could actually, in the coming weeks, in the coming months, be moving closer to negotiations with Iran?
Executive says housing market is still.
That's hard to say, because among other things,
on their conference call.
none of us knows whether President Trump actually wants to negotiate, or rather wants to keep Iran in his sights
My
as
fault.
a
I take that one.
as an enemy, so to speak. In other words, wants the issue rather than the solution. We just don't know that. We also don't know how difficult it would be internally within Iran for the Iranian leadership to negotiate. Very hard to say. I'd be a little bit skeptical on that, but that's more intuition than it is evidence.
There's also the remaining issue of North Korea, which at the turn of the year, Roger, as we all know, had started to saber-rattle once again. Another instance in which diplomacy seemed to have diminishing effectiveness. I wonder if you think the White House, even if it's a tangential dynamic, is trying to send a message through what they're doing with Iran to Chairman Kim.
That may be, Carl. I think North Korea is a whole separate thing.
Look at our Smile Direct trade already. Quick $200. Almost 6% gain. Look at Diamond breaking. Now, if Trump comes out and says, "Hey, you know, like we're done. We don't want to, escalate anything.
We're good.
We're gonna take off here. We'll sell that."
Walmart launches Alphabet.
And I just want to be honest and upfront with you guys today. Umar, how much am I down? So this is what I closed from the ExxonMobil trade. What's my loss today?
30, almost 3,500.
3,400. $3,439.94. So I talk about my losses too. We took the loss on ExxonMobil. I told you guys what I sold it for. You know, just because I didn't come out and say my loss on it. You know, we posted it here. Smile Direct Club's going to take off again. Look at Diamond still climbing here in the background. Yeah, double top for today 1 minute chart.
For geopolitical threats.
Well, I think obviously the price of crude will be elevated.
Where
but,
is he?
The traders seem to be kind of immune to the situation that's going on here. I think they look at it and say no oil facilities or production has been threatened at this point.
After this, after we're done with the live videos, once we make some trades here, doing the site.
Conflicts in the Middle East, and those straits have never been closed. China gets a lot of their oil from Iran. They're going to want those straits open right now. The market is pretty well supplied at this point, but more than that, there's a lot of spare capacity that can come online and kind of alleviate if there is a shortage of oil.
I wonder what you think this does to the spread between WTI and Brent right now, especially amid reports that shipping costs, insurance costs for those crude shipments that are moving through that region right now are beginning to go higher.
I was watching it last night, Morgan. That spread a couple weeks ago was about $5. It's $7, $8 now. I expect it to go out even further from that because the Brent would be most affected by what's happening in the Middle East, in the Gulf right now.
Yeah, Bob, I want to get your thoughts on that too. I wonder if, given the fact that there is this geopolitical
So 2 people asked what the
risk
login
premium, if
password
you
would
will,
be for the news
potentially
site.
I know, I heard
in
that.
the crude market.
I mean, do you want
what that could
no,
mean
let me
for
handle that stuff. Yeah.
incentivizing more U.S. product to be exported around the world right now.
Say, like, because they still have to sign up if they want access
Well,
to
Yeah,
the
we
challenge
should
is
make
we
your
export
name
light crude, and what's being
Santarelli
threatened and
Exchange
disrupted are
Assistant
heavier grades.
Umar,
So,
something like that.
were there to be a disruption
You know, that
in
way they
Iran,
know what comes from me, what comes from you.
I can tell.
Up to 4 million
I
barrels
used
a day
that.
of Iraqi crude, which
Yeah.
has come on the table. We think it's unlikely, but that's come on the table. This all affects the type of crudes that are really already in short supply, the heavier grades. Now, on the margin, it helps the U.S., of course, as a safe and reliable and ample supplier. We'll keep exporting, but our crudes are light and sweet and not what the market's really looking for right now.
Got it. Anthony, the fact that energy stocks are down 1% right now, perhaps not surprising given the numbers we got inventory-wise here in the U.S. and the fact that crude has come off as well.
Yeah, it shows demand, especially gasoline. You know, the biggest derivative of a barrel of crude oil is gasoline. Half of it's refined into that. And when you have,
Look at that. We're almost up $300 now in the Smile Direct Club trade.
We've had
Almost
about
10%.
15
And
years.
it's still climbing off the
You know, that's going to affect the market right now. And unless that demand picks up, you're going to see prices trend lower, not higher.
Yeah, I want to bring another name into this discussion as well. Scott Nation, CIO of Nation Shares, and also a CNBC contributor who's with us too. Scott, want to get your thoughts on what we're seeing in the market. Are you surprised to see the Nasdaq hitting an intraday high even as we have this conversation?
At 11 a.m.
I certainly am. I'm also surprised that the S&P futures are a full 60 handle, 60 points off their overnight low. What's that say to reiterate what has been said before, the market now
LPTX,
believes that the
Papa
kinetic
Tango,
portion
Tango
of
X-ray, LPTX, upgrade to an
the
outperformer,
turmoil
Raymond
is
James,
used the word of the day concluded. I do
$1.50
think it's
price
interesting
target.
that the broad market is a little bit higher
LPTX.
on the day. Technology stocks are doing well, and because of inventories,
getting a pop on
energy
that.
names are just getting killed. The XOP, the exploration and production ETF, is down about 2.5%. The interesting thing is that all of these geopolitical spikes in energy prices have been spikes to sell. And why is that? It's because we have all.
Wow, look at the
production,
Dow
whether it's
taking
Russia,
off here. What a
sounding through that they can
freaking
get back
climb.
online very quickly, or frackers here in the United States.
Wow.
So as long as President Trump
Up what?
claims
6
victory,
points?
accepts victory,
Oh,
I
no,
think the
half a
market,
point,
the
sorry.
broad market, the equity
Dow's
market
up 80
is gonna,
80 points.
is going to be
Wow.
very
Right up here,
pleased
see
with
right
this.
here.
This could have been ugly.
Dow up
We were really worried.
78.9.
This is gonna be a
Nasdaq
victory
up
for the equity markets.
19.36.
S&P up 8.
All right, Roger, I wanna go back
8.56.
to you and specifically
Look
the
at that.
discussion around
The
Iran.
SDC trades now up
There's been a lot of
12%,
talk
$400
about
gain.
whether the whole maximum pressure,
Where else are you gonna make
economic
$400?
sanctions
Now I
in the
just got to
country
make up for that
actually
Exxon
worked
trade,
or not, given the fact that we did see this ratcheting up of military
which this should easily do it.
countries. Have sanctions worked?
Should have locked in the profits first on that first Exxon trade and then used those profits to fuel that January 17th.
It's worked in
Look
the
at
sense
Dow
that the
still running
Iranian
there.
economy is extraordinarily
Smile Direct
weak.
is at the highs now of the
There's a
day.
lot of discontent prior to the Soleimani assassination on the streets of Tehran and elsewhere in the country.
Let me see the status of the app while we're waiting here.
Although the country was weak to begin with. So if that's your definition of working, they have worked. I think this
Do you have a Google
particular
phone?
set of tensions, which obviously
In Android?
Yeah.
began in
Let me
last 2 or
see,
3 weeks,
go to the App Store
reached a peak in the last 72 hours, 96
while we're
hours,
waiting here.
are not particularly
It's 20
related to the
minutes late.
sanctions, but have the
Yeah, he
sanctions
should be
weakened
coming on
Iran?
any time
Yes,
now.
they weakened Iran
What
severely.
was it? Well, it's called breaking turnovers, right?
As
Yeah.
we're talking here, markets had a bit of a bounce. Dow's up almost 90 points here, S&P almost 10. Reuters out. Eamon, I mentioned this story a few moments ago, now saying that officials, U.S. officials, say Iran sent guided missiles capable of pretty good accuracy, yet the rockets hit unoccupied areas around buildings. Maybe this was clearly an invitation for the U.S. to take an off-ramp.
13% now on SDC.
Yeah, Carl, that's right. And
Over
against that question
13% gain, guys. $450 profit on SDC.
And wait for the president's remarks. The question will be about the president's intent as well. And you guys
Take
were
a
just talking
picture of
about
that.
this idea of the president sort of
Andrew
declaring
asked for the
victory
trade
here, taking a
challenge,
bit
they
of
have
a
to sign
victory
up with
lap
a new site.
in the grand
The
order.
trade challenge is going to be on the new site. There's, you know,
But is it going to be on TSE too, or just the new site?
I could, well, that'll probably be your job to share it on there.
Okay.
I can't be live, trade, and manage the 2 sites, and manage the feeds, manage text alerts, and the app. You know, there's no way I could do all
But I
that.
just want to answer his question.
Yeah, but I want them to understand too, and you tell them, you know, you're in college for an engineering degree, so you're here on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
The Iranians with a sense that they did what they came to do, and at the same time, the American public.
I just like being as open and honest with them as possible.
The United States, if it is in fact over, we'll hear what he has to say, but there's a nuance there that makes this moment so fraught in the White House as we wait to hear from the president.
Eamon, to your point, President is about 20 minutes late. We're going to take a quick break. Hope to hear from him on the other side. We'll keep Scott Nations, Anthony Brisanti, Roger Altman, and of course our own Eamon Jabbers. And we're back in a minute.
They're waiting for him to come back, I guess.
I think what you say is that like they're both separate services.
I'll just ask the developer what we could do. Yeah, I know they're separate services, but you know, I'm trying my best to make my current clients happy.
Right.
You know, and sometimes when I do that, you know, people get pissy. I mean, I have no obligation to give them anything, you know, but I want to do that. I want to make them happy, you know, and obviously the new site, it's got a lot of great new features, you know.
Yeah.
So if they want to transfer, I don't care if they transfer. I'm not going to make them pay for two sites.
Right.
Live shot of the Grand Foyer at the White House, where the president was scheduled to start speaking about 21 minutes ago.
Oracle,
We are
January
awaiting his appearance. We think he
2021,
might be joined by
$80
some top national
suite.
security officials. Obviously,
So Pompeo and the Secretary of Defense is probably going to come out with him. They're probably, you know, telling him what to say. They're probably going over the prompter.
Probably telling him what not to say.
Yeah.
For the time being, hold on to the green. S&P up almost 9 points to
I bet it's going to be mostly the Secretary of Defense and Pompeo talking. They're probably going to come out together. Who's the new National Security Advisor, you know? I know Bolton got canned.
Yeah, no dearth of news today. Defense stocks are also continuing to hang on to their gains on the heels of this strike from Iran as well. I want to get out to Chicago now, bring in Phil LeBeau for the latest on Boeing, which is one of the biggest drags on the Dow today. Phil.
And when you take a look at shares of Boeing, they're under pressure, but certainly not down as much as was indicated pre-market when the first reports were coming out of Iran about the crash of a 737-800. That's a 737NG, next generation model. It was delivered from Boeing to Ukrainian International Airlines in 2016. So a relatively young aircraft, and it crashed within 2 minutes of taking off. The circumstances of how it crashed are highly unusual, that it was down within 2 minutes of takeoff. Now, there were reports at the time from Iranian news agencies saying that they suspected may have had engine problems, there might have been some mechanical failure. But keep in mind, we hear those kinds of reports whenever there's...
Man, I want to get those things released as well. Did you release that? That news?
Yeah.
You posted it?
Sense of what might have actually brought this plane down. And speaking of the black box, there are
Where
reports
is it?
that
It's not
Iran
posted.
does not want to
post?
share the black box data
The post.
with
Oh, right here.
Boeing or the U.S.
Or CL.
Interesting whether or not that continues. They certainly can send it to other places overseas where the data can be analyzed. But that'll be an interesting one to see how it plays out over the next few days as they try to get a little
Skyjack
bit more
wants to.
details
Yeah,
about
as to
what
why do you need a
exactly
second site? Why don't you explain to him like they're both?
I'm not going to be talking about that right now. It's an upgrade. Just say we want to upgrade things. You know, the current site, I mean, look at it. It looks horrible. I like all the functions of the old site, but...
Yes, and what a roller coaster it was today and overnight. I just want to point out the three key developments. People ask, why are we up today, given how difficult things are to interpret. But bottom line is the Iranian foreign minister said that Iran took and concluded proportionate measures. Number one, there were no casualties. And of course, he did not target any energy facilities, or they didn't. And that was the key to what was going on here. S&P 500, a wild 50-point move overnight. Down 50 points, 1 hour, and next hour and a half, all the way back to start. The algos went crazy on the initial headlines. Bottom line, though, is we held up all right. $62 to $65 in oil, and then all the way back down. We also got those inventory levels early on, and of course, those were bearish. So oil is now essentially collapsing and back to where it was on January 2nd, and that was right about the time that we had that announcement of the killing of that Iranian official. That was January 2nd. Sectors today, all either side of positive or negative. Semis, retail, some of the consumer staples doing very, very well. I think the key here is what's going on in the earnings situation. We had, even though Walgreens was a little bit of a disappointment, they did reiterate their full year guidance. Constellation Brands, they beat and they raised. That was a good sign overall. Lennar, big home builder, key metrics also doing better today. Carl, back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you for that. We think we are going to be getting the president in just a moment here. Eamon Javers, I'll give you one last chance to set up what we think the market should be tuned to.
Yeah, Carl, I think we should be watching for two things. One is...
Wow, look at that. We're up 500 now on the SDC trade, up 15%.
Casualties, if any.
Wow.
Bomb damage assessment, number of missiles, all the rest of this.
How much are you up? You're up $60 already?
And then
That's
more
nice.
specifics possibly on the president's strategy.
I'm
going
up
forward.
500.
How does he see this unfolding, and what is his message to the American people about what they should expect. Is this, as some commentators have said, the brink of war, or is this diplomacy being played out in an entirely alternate fashion? I think that's the signaling that we should look for here from the president. And finally, any message from him directly to the Iranian leadership.
And also, Eamon, we can't ignore the fact that two big players, namely China and Russia, continue to hold a lot of influence in the region, and that's going to be visible when we think, get a phase one signing next week. There's the defense secretary, the vice president, Secretary Pompeo, and some national security officials beginning to fill in here. As we understand last night in the Situation Room, the president was joined by Pence, Pompeo, Esper, and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs. So this was, and obviously, communication ongoing last night between the White House and key
Closing what?
national officials.
No, I'm not. And don't ask me about that stuff right now. No.
I'm saying because Carl posted something.
No, I'm not closing TSE. I don't know where they come up with that stuff. So let me say what's going to happen. So I have three companies. I have Santarelli Trading Exchange, I have Breaking Chart Alerts, and I have Stock Options Trading Academy. So this office, we're going to have Stock Options Trading Academy. That's where people are going to come in and take classes and courses. Breaking Chart Alerts, that's going to be an app. It's going to be for people on the go. TSE, that's the parent company, and that's going to have everything you see now. Also the live video. It's going to have everything just like Breaking Chart Alerts. Just we don't have the trade challenge on there yet. And also it's easier to make the posts on the new Breaking Chart Alerts page compared to the old TSE page. And it looks nicer. So Santarelli Exchange, how I have my business structured, that's the parent company. And then I have sister company, Stock Options Trading Academy. Here we go, guys.
I'm pleased to inform you, the American people should be extremely grateful.
Trump says no Americans were harmed from the Iranian missile strikes.
No Americans were harmed in last night's attack by the Iranian regime. We suffered no casualties. All of our soldiers are safe, and only minimal damage was sustained
from the Iranian missile strikes.
Military bases.
Says Iran appears to be
American
standing
forces
down.
are prepared for anything. Iran appears to be standing down, which is a good thing for all parties.
Market's taking off there, guys. Look at the big climb.
No American or Iraqi lives were lost.
No lives were lost.
The precautions taken.
Look at the Dow taking off there. Look at the market climbing. Diamond, Qs, everything's climbing here. Nice run.
Very well. I salute the incredible skill and courage of America's men and women in uniform. For far too long, all the way back to 1979 to be exact, nations have tolerated Iran's destructive and destabilizing behavior in the Middle East and beyond. Those days are over. Iran has been the leading sponsor of terrorism, and their pursuit of nuclear weapons threatens the civilized world. We will never let that happen. Last week, we took decisive action to stop a ruthless terrorist from threatening American lives. At my direction, the United States military eliminated the world's top terrorist, Qasem Soleimani. As the head of the Quds Force, Soleimani was personally responsible for some of the absolutely worst atrocities. He trained terrorist armies, including Hezbollah, launching terrorist strikes against civilian targets. He fueled bloody civil wars all across the region. He viciously wounded and murdered thousands of U.S. troops, including the planting of roadside bombs that maim and dismember their victims. Soleimani directed the recent attacks on U.S. personnel in Iraq that badly wounded 4 service members and killed 1 American, and he orchestrated the violent assault on the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad. In recent days, he was planning new attacks on American targets, but we stopped him. Soleimani's hands were drenched in both American and Iranian blood. He should have been terminated long ago. By removing Soleimani, we have sent a powerful message to terrorists. If you value your own life, you will not threaten the lives of our people. As we continue to evaluate options in response to Iranian aggression, the United States will immediately impose additional punishing economic sanctions on the Iranian regime. These powerful sanctions will remain until Iran changes its behavior. In recent months alone, Iran has seized ships in international waters, fired an unprovoked strike on Saudi Arabia, and shot down 2 U.S. drones. Iran's hostilities substantially increased after the foolish Iran nuclear deal was signed in 2013, and they were given $150 billion, not to mention $1.8 billion in cash. Instead of saying thank you to the United States, they chanted death to America. In fact, they chanted death to America the day the agreement was signed. Then Iran went on a terror spree, funded by the money from the deal, and created hell in Yemen, Syria, Lebanon, Afghanistan, and Iraq. The missiles fired last night at us and our allies were paid for with the funds made available by the last administration. The regime also greatly tightened the reins on their own country, even recently killing 1,500 people at the many protests that are taking place all throughout Iran. The very defective JCPOA expires shortly anyway and gives Iran a clear and quick path to nuclear breakout. Iran must abandon its nuclear ambitions and end its support for terrorism. The time has come for the United Kingdom, Germany, France, Russia, and China to recognize this reality. They must now break away from the remnants of the Iran deal, or JCPOA. And we must all work together toward making a deal with Iran that makes the world a safer and more peaceful place.
If it fills.
We must also make a deal that allows Iran to thrive and prosper and take advantage of its enormous untapped potential. Iran can be a great country.
I'll buy it.
Peace and stability cannot prevail in the Middle East as long as Iran continues to foment violence, unrest, hatred, and war. The civilized world must send a clear and unified message to the Iranian regime. Your campaign of terror, murder, mayhem will not be tolerated any longer. It will not be allowed to go forward. Today, I am going to ask NATO to become much more involved in the Middle East process. Over the last 3 years, under my leadership, our economy is stronger than ever before, and America has achieved energy independence. These historic accomplishments changed our strategic priorities. These are accomplishments that nobody thought were possible. And options in the Middle East became available. We are now the #1 producer of oil and natural gas anywhere in the world. We are independent, and we do not need Middle East oil. The American military has been completely rebuilt under my administration at a cost of $2.5 trillion. U.S. armed forces are stronger than ever before. Our missiles are big, powerful, accurate.
I have an N at
under construction are many hypersonic
1.45, but I might change that.
The fact that we have this great military and equipment, however, does not mean we have to
If
use
we break above that 20 here, I'm going to cancel it.
Want to use it. American strength, both military and economic, is the best deterrent. 3 months ago, after destroying 100% of ISIS and its territorial caliphate, we killed the savage leader of ISIS,
I just sold.
al-Baghdadi, who was responsible for so much
Tell them
death,
sold
including
SDC
the mass
1
beheadings
point.
of Christians, Muslims,
What did I sell it at?
and all who stood in his way.
Whatever the price I
He was
just
a
told you.
monster.
1.45.
Al-Baghdadi was trying again to rebuild
1.45.
the ISIS caliphate and failed. Tens
Locked
of
in a quick
thousands
400.
of ISIS fighters have been killed or captured during my administration. ISIS is a natural enemy of Iran. The destruction of ISIS is good for Iran, and we should work together on this and other shared priorities. Finally, to the people and leaders of Iran,
your post gotta, it sounds like I had a losing trade there, and it's a winning trade.
and a great future, one that you deserve. One of prosperity at home and harmony with the nations of the world. The United States is ready to embrace peace with all who seek it. I want to thank you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Amazon's climbing again. Look at Amazon taking off now. I should buy back that short leg.
Is he done?
Yeah, he's done. Alrighty, guys, that sums it up. Markets are on the climb after that.
Opening his statement by saying that Iran.
That's pretty good. As long as we don't hear anything back from Iran, I think we're going to be set here. We just locked in SDC trade. We just locked in a nice quick $400 profit on that. Looking good. Now let's see if we can make a swing trade.
Asking NATO to become more involved in the Middle East process. Didn't get more specific than that, but we know that his relations with NATO have not been always smooth.
Yeah, that's right, Carl. And a message there to U.S. allies include.
Google new 52-week high. Facebook new 52-week high. Everything's taken off. Facebook's nearing 215. Ugh. Baidu's running. Everything's running. Our trades are looking good. Guys, our trades are rocketing higher now. Space trade's climbing. Qualcomm's on the climb. Disney's climbing.
SDC's climbing again now. You sold it.
That's okay. I could re-enter into SDC, which actually I'm going to do right now. That's the thing, you know. It's okay to take profits. Locked in a quick $400. Now I'll re-enter it. Let's see. I'll get the 11 call again. You have to go by quarters. Or by 10-cent increments. Alrighty, back in SDC. Look at that, I just made the trade already green again.
Really?
Yeah. Love when that happens. It only filled one contract there, though, so far. Let's have it fill the other. Partial. That 155 now. Upsets me when it does those partial orders like that. Let me just change it. Now let's see if it fills. She's dropping a little. We should get it filled.
John said take a look at Google after that.
Yeah, Google just hit the highs there. I just saw that come up. Facebook new 52-week high. Google new 52-week high. Okay, I just changed that. We got filled now. We're in at an average price of $1.54 for SDC. Re-entered again the 11 strike call for the February 21st Expo. But stocks are climbing after tensions relieved. Look at that VRTX still climbing. Look at our Baidu trade. Baidu's having a nice day. Amazon's looking good. Amazon's going to be max net gain. We're already up $300 on Amazon. Let's see Baidu. Coming near double top here for Baidu as well. Let's look at the 3-month. That's looking good. Baidu's ready to take off. I'll hold that. We should get at least a couple $1,000. I'm looking for at least a $3,000 profit on Baidu. So that's going to be at least a 40% gain minimum. That's also for the February 21st Expo, the 135 strike. We are in QCOM. They're getting the SPY for today's expo. Everything's on the climb right now, guys. Look at the breakout on Disney. What a climb. 144.90 to 146.06. That's looking ready for another climb here. We have the Disney January 17th, 148. We paid $1.85 for it. So if we got back up to that 152 within what, 2 weeks? Week and a half? That'd still be a really nice trade. They're still buying Facebook calls up. Wow, Facebook just broke 215. I gotta jump into a Facebook trade for the February Expo. Let's see the January 17th, 215, what it's going for. 29th. Amazon's back at 1909. It's looking great. Baidu's climbing. That's within range. 1020 cross though. Maybe back down to 11 before breaking out again. Still up almost 10% though. Not worried about that.
What's that? Small direct dropped?
Yeah, it's dropping a little bit though. We got that going into earnings and with the news with the Walmart retail. So as that keeps leaking out, I expect the Smile Direct Club to continue to climb. I don't think we're going to see something like a 10% pullback off that news, you know?
No.
There's nothing that's going to cause this to pull back. That SPY calls, I just got the 325 strike SPYs before. That's already a quick 30% gain, $300, 35% gain, $400.
Did you post that SPY?
No. They talked about it in the trade room. I jumped in SPY when they were talking about it. It was breaking out. And then I jumped into Facebook, Microsoft. Amazon is now green. Amazon's 1909. Baidu's doing well. I want Baidu to have one more candle like this so I can lock in profits. We could have an $8 candle there. That'd be great. I think I'm gonna lock in profit on the SPY. Sell to close. I'm up 400 bucks on that. Let's do it at 52. If we could get 52, let's see, 49 by 50. Wow, SPY is climbing now. 46 by 49. Just sold SPY, locked in about a $350 profit on SPY. So we locked in what, 400 on Smile Direct. We just locked in 350 on SPY. We're still trying to come back from that ExxonMobil trade. We're getting there. Got Microsoft, Facebook, Smile Direct, Amazon spread. Baidu's taking off nicely. Watch Baidu break this resistance right here, 138.10. If we could break 138.10, there's a chance we can get up to 140 today. That's probably a nice short squeeze there. Shorts covering some longs on that big pop on SPY here. Pulling back a little bit now. Took my profits on SPY when we were consolidating here. The VRTX is still running here.
Really?
Look at it right here. Let's pull up today, 1 minute on it. What a climb. Others are retracing back down to the 50 here. Let's see if we could get another climb going. Facebook trades green, Microsoft trades green. It's pretty flat now. Now we're getting that second run here. SPY, Baidu. There goes that VRTX. That VRTX, guys, is still on the rise. Take a look at VRTX here. That's still breaking out today. Guys, I want to ask you guys something. I want to get your opinion. So you know how we have our... Let's see where it is. Okay, so you know how on the background here we have our... Let me change the screen. Alrighty guys, so you know how we have the trade ideas in the background here. What about now after the live video, we get done with the live video and then we go post for the trade ideas on the website. That way those who want to look at that trade idea, we could give specifics. Here's our targets, here's our stops. We might not be in that trade, but it's a trade idea and it's listed as a trade idea. You know, what do you guys think of that? That way you guys have more things, and as long as you guys know the trade plan, you could follow along with any of those trade ideas. But I'd like to post the trade ideas on the site. That way, you know, they have some other trade ideas to look at rather than just the ones that we're in. What do you guys think of that? Visa's still on the climb here. This is going to 200, no doubt. I'm gonna make a trade on Visa. Let's see the 31st. Yeah, that's a great trade idea.
It looks like it's about to drop a little bit, maybe.
Visa?
Like just a little.
Well, that's a today 1 minute. Look at the 3-month daily though.
Yeah.
3-month daily. It looks like she's ready to really climb and hit that 200. There we go. Our Microsoft Facebook trades in the green. All right, guys, we're gonna make another trade here, and then we're gonna head off. Visa. Here's the trade. Let's see. Yeah, I like that trade on Visa. Let's get in there. 340. There we go, guys. I'm in Visa. Looking good, looking good. Baidu. See, this is what's going on with Baidu. Look at that now. Quadruple top. This is pure resistance. Once it could break this 138.13-ish area on 138.12, we should be able to get a nice climb there. But that right now is acting as resistance. There goes Baidu again. Nice climb. Alrighty, guys. Any questions? Let's do our Q&A session quick here. If you guys have any questions, just comment in the trade room or on the YouTube chat, and I will answer those for you here. Let's do this for about 10 minutes. Eric is asking about Apple. Let's take a look at Apple here. Apple's looking great. Let's see what their target is on Apple. Average price target. I'll share this with you in the trade room there, Eric. All right, Andy Chow asks about Disney.
I figured somebody on YouTube asked about BYD. STC is climbing again. Having a low resistance at 50. That's a 50-day SMA. We'll continue that, I think.
STC is climbing though.
Yep.
Looks good. Let's see if it could break 1120. If it could break 1120, it's going to continue to run.
Excel might climb again.
Let's see. Any other questions, guys? Are you still holding the Disney 155 calls expiring 221? Jared, I sold those when we had the pop back there, and then I said I was going to re-enter, and then I re-entered into Disney, and I got the January 17th 148 call. Those are down about 50% right now, but as you can see here, Disney's trading within the NTZ. It's holding the 50. Looks like it's ready to climb the next few days here. I'll keep that open. The Disney 148 call for January 17th. I do want to add, though, a February 21st call for Disney because I think they're going to have a fantastic blowout quarter, and we should see the stock climb. I would say up to 160, 175, maybe by springtime. That's a nice one to get some leaps on, though. Let me see. Let's see. Grant Goodland, or I don't know how to say it. Goodlad? Grant Goodlad. He wants to take a look at Beyond. BYND. Wow, look at Beyond there on a 3-month daily. It's just getting that crossover. You know, that's looking really nice there, Grant. All right, Efron, you know how you're saying specifically trade ideas, nothing else on the feed, but look at this. Look what we could do. So this is the new site, right? This is the new site, and if you just want to see, let's say, breaking news, here is breaking charts, here's trade ideas, so we have them here. All you have to do if you just want to see trade ideas, go down here, click trade ideas, and then it'll take you to that page. And there you go. Here's all the trade ideas now. These are just all trade ideas, and then if you click on one, let's see, I don't know what this one looks like. I didn't post that one. So if you take a look, let's see, this one, I think this one was just a test one here. Okay, so to click on it, let me just log in.
Take that off your screen so I don't know your username and password.
Okay, let's go back to that now. Let me show you this. Alrighty, so Efron, what you're asking about, take a look at this. So here's the new site, right? So here's breaking news, breaking charts. Here's trade idea. Let's say you just want to see all the trade ideas. You just go down here, popular categories, click trade idea. It's going to take you, I'm going to get rid of some of these here. Some of them are double. So here's the trade idea. Breakout momentum. This is on, let's take a look at this. This is space call. Click on that here. And then it gives you the details of this trade. And here's the trade alert. And here's everything. Here's the targets. Here's the stops. You know, that looks fantastic there. And then if you just want to go back, you know, you could go to, let's say, I don't know what this one is here. This is one of the test ones that we went over. But that's what you could do there. Now the trade alerts, the official trade alerts, those you're going to get on the top here, right here, trade alerts. So if you click on trade alerts, these are our official trade alerts, and same thing. And this is a different membership. I think that's the middle membership. You have access to this with the lowest membership. And then here, Baidu going into the earnings, February 19th. Here was the Baidu trade that we just made. And here you go. You get a nice, here's the date that it was made. It's an open position, as you could see right here. Open position. When it closes, it'll say close position. And then you can look here. You can look at the chart. If you wanted to click on a chart, I think it gives you that option to click on it and make it bigger, like you can with this. And then here's the official trade. Here's the target. Here's the stops. And everything's right there for you. And then also you're going to get the email. And with the app, you're going to get a text notification on your cell phone. And then the trade challenge right here. Trade challenge is all ready to go. We just got to put in a few numbers here. We're just testing it out with some of the trades that we made. Everything is looking great. This is all set to go. And we just have to get that started, which that should be starting soon, the trade challenge. So this is set up for everyone. If you want the breaking news, if you want the trade ideas, and then the trade challenge ones are going to be posted as trade alerts and posted in the trade challenge. The trade challenge trades won't be on the breaking charts. They'll be on the trade alerts and trade challenge page. And then if you guys want desktop notifications, right here, you just click this and you'll get desktop notifications. So you could click unsubscribe to it, you could click subscribe to it, and then if you want to get our newsletter, you just put that in over there. So that's how that's going, guys. And if you guys have any questions, we're going to be in the trade room. We're just going to make some posts here for the site. We're going to be checking out our trades. And if you need anything, just let us know. Alrighty, guys. Any last questions for the day?
Oh, I thought it wasn't fully ready yet.
It's ready.
Okay.
It's just we're waiting for the app. The website, the new website's fully ready, fully functional. It's just we're waiting for the app. The app should be finished in about 3 days. By the end of the week, the app should be finished. Facebook, 275 strike calls are coming in for February 21st Expo. Look at that, 4,500 at $6. $27,000 trade. 275 strike though. I mean, that's way out there. That would have to climb like 30%.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Tesla had a good day too.
Tesla's skyrocketing higher. Let's see. Network Communication Technologies, Yeti. Let's take a look at Yeti quick. Beyond is looking good. If Beyond has a green day tomorrow, I'm going to be adding or starting a trade on Beyond.
Do you want to change to the screen so I can see the chart?
That's really okay. He asked me about Yeti here. I don't like the looks of Yeti just yet. I'd stay away from Yeti right now. Wait until you get another green candle if you want to trade it back up to resistance around 35. If you get a candle below 31, I'd trade it down to 29. That's my thoughts on Yeti. So tomorrow, if you get a green candle above 32, I would get some calls and trade it back up to 35. If you have a red candle tomorrow and you're below 31, I would trade it with some puts down to 29 as my target. Let's see. Grant Goodland says, how do you feel about a Beyond 84 call 110 Expo? That expires in 2 days. Let's take a look at Beyond. I wouldn't do that just yet, especially with this week's Expo. Tesla is on fire, guys. Tesla is big. 488.34. There's no doubt this wants to hit 500. That might even do that by tomorrow. What do you think? Should we make a small... Let's try like one contract into that for this week's Expo. I mean, that's something that can make a quick $1,000 even with a single contract. Let's see. Let's see what they're going for first. They're expensive. Very expensive. I'll hold off on that. Here's the option chain for Tesla. If you're looking at something that expires in about a day and a half, and you're looking at the 490 strike, they're going for about $8. So you need this at, what is it, 506?
Yeah.
506 to make 100% return. That's quite a bit. Chung Ho asks about Costco. Let's take a look at Costco quick. Costco is not bad. Now see, if you get a green candle tomorrow above this 1020 and then you see this yellow 10 starting to cross above that blue 20, the 10 crossing above the blue 20, that's going to be a nice entry. It just came down to support 290. Now if you get a green candle tomorrow, you know, this is going to be a nice trade setup, especially something longer term. You know, maybe back up to 305, another $10. Something to keep an eye on, definitely. Chung Ho, if you're keeping an eye on Costco, let me know when it breaks 296. Nice setup there, though. Keep an eye on that one. Alrighty, guys, gonna get off here. We'll be in the trade room. Gonna work on the site here, get things ready for that. And no more issues with the microphone, now that we know what that was. Here you go. Walt Disney option alert, January 2021, 150 strike calls coming in. That's not a bad trade. So 150 strike, your break even's 162.35, and you know, your double is at 174, 174.70. That's not bad, and you got a year out until Expo. And Disney's at what, 148 now? I mean, that's a nice trade. Tesla's still on the climb now, 491. That might get it to 500 today. Looking good.
Is there news on Tesla?
No problem, Chung. Alrighty, take care, guys, and we'll see you in the trade room. God bless.